Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, you like what I do with my hair today? I know, looks good, right? No, I don't work at a hair cuttery or whatever. I don't work at a fashion magazine. I know it looks like it. Look at these hands. I could be a hand model. I mean, I saw some of you guys' comments and I want to address a few of them. Have I been putting a new conditioner on in my hair to make it look so good? No, it's just naturally this nice, you know. Another question said, can I borrow your hair sometime? It's really beautiful. I'd pay you $1,000,000 for it. No, I'm sorry, viewer. I can't let you borrow my hair for $1,000,000. I mean, that's a nice offer, but you know, it's a little cheap. You know, it's worth at least a couple million, okay? Call me when you succeed a little more and we'll talk about it. But this is exciting, you know, a new video, new chance for a new attitude on the channel. I felt like maybe we're being a little negative on a few of our videos, so we're gonna try to be a little more positive, you know, and give good constructive advice. I know some of you watching aren't the brightest bulbs in the bunch, the sharpest crayons in the box, but we're gonna try to give you some advice to help with that, give you some life tips so you can improve yourselves, okay? We've got some exciting news today. We're gonna start a new segment, okay? We're gonna do the movie review segment. Wow. Where we review the hottest, newest titles. I don't know about you guys, but I can barely control my excitement. I'm jumping out of my socks right now. You can't see, but my socks just flew off. Wow. It's fun. It's like we're on a moon bounce. We're gonna be doing a review on a new hot release. Hot release, okay? From, let's see, who's this from? Oh, I thought it was Disney. Let's see, does it say Disney on it? Oh, it says Sony Pictures, never mind. I'll give you a little background about the movie before we start the movie review, okay? This movie's good for kids. It's good for adults. It's good for, you know, people with creative minds who have strong imaginations. If you like cake, if you like chocolate cake, this movie's perfect for you. Magic. Yeah, if you like magic, it's a good movie. If you like Danny DeVito, whew, I know we got a lot of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fans in the audience, so all of you, everyone I just mentioned, I know it's like the whole population of the world. This movie will apply to you and you'll appreciate it, I think. It's called Matilda. Look at that. Look at that box art. Whew. Exciting, right? Jesus, look at that. Wow, look at that little nice the girl on there. That's her nice family in the picture there in the bubble. Look at her. Is that her finger right there with the bubble on it? Incredible. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but I love bubbles. You know, a lot of fun. But this is the movie. It's called Matilda. Wow. Look at that. If you want to see the back of the box, you know what? You know, I don't want to get carried away, but if you want to see the back of the VHS or whatever it is, I'll show that too. Look at that. Ooh. Look at all those details. Who's that right over there? It looks like a little girl. Wow. Interesting. Let's just go ahead and start with the basic plot, okay? Plot. Put that at the top. Basic plot of Matilda is it's about this girl. Apparently, this little girl, she goes to, I want to say elementary school. I'm not quite sure. You kids would probably have a better idea than me. Whatever, however old she is. I think she's maybe a 4th grader or something like that. She's going to school, doing her thing. She's pretty smart, you know, as far as I could tell.
Had they paid any attention to her at all, they'd have realized she was a rather extraordinary child.
Oh my gosh, Matilda, now look what you did.
They named her Matilda.
But then there's one thing that's not going great in her life, kids. Her family hates her. Her parents, they wish she was never born, apparently. They're very mean to her. It's not as bad as Harry Potter. They don't stuff her in the closet or whatever, but they don't seem to like her very much. In fact, I would argue they seem to like their TV dinners more than Matilda.
Where'd all this come from?
The library.
The library? You've never set foot in a library. You're only 4 years old.
6.5.
You're 4.
6.5.
If you were 6.5, you'd be in school already.
Oh, excuse me. The main character's name, her name's Matilda. That's her name. Her dad, he's Danny DeVito, and he really doesn't like Matilda. It's almost as if he wishes she was never born. Now, if your parents ever tell you that, kids, they ever say to you, hey, I need to talk to you, you know, I don't know how to say this, but I wish you were never born. Then, I'm sorry. That's a pretty rough thing to hear.
Listen, you little wiseacre. I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, her brother also doesn't seem to like her. I'm trying to remember the movie. It's been a while since I watched it. Hey, guys, what's up? We're back. We're back to some Matilda. I just wasted about 20 minutes of talking that wasn't recording. I'm gonna kill myself. I think a moment ago we were saying, basically, guys, if your parents say, hey, I need to talk to you, I wish you were never born. I'm sorry. That's awful. That's a rough thing to go through. If that happens to you, I don't know what to say. It's gonna be tough for you. But, anywho, let's talk about the characters a little bit, okay? I think we already were doing that, but character section. There's Matilda, nice little girl. She likes to read books a lot. She's really into reading. She's got a good heart, as far as I can tell. Her parents hate her. She likes going to the library and just reads all day long. Kids are probably shocked. You're probably like, what's a library? They used to have those? Yes, they did. They had them at one point. Matilda reads so much that she goes to the library, and the librarian says, hey, you know what? You're special, and I want to tell you, you can check out as many books as you want. Why don't you put that clip in? That's a cute clip.
You could have your very own library card, and then you could take books home. And you wouldn't have to walk here every day. You could take as many as you like.
That would be wonderful.
I like that. She says, hey, I like you. You're reading a lot. That's good. So come get as many books as you want. Just what every kid wants. Wow, how exciting. So Matilda, that's one character. Then there's her friend with these glasses and the pigtails, likes lizards, and captures them, and I believe she tortures them at home. I don't know what she does, to be honest.
What is it, Lavender? A bug! It's a salamander.
It's a chameleon.
It's a newt. Any of the small semi-aquatic salamanders from the genus Triturus.
But she seems fairly nice, too. Then there's this fat kid who likes to eat cake a lot. We'll get back to him, okay? We'll get back to him. There's her mom. Her mom doesn't like her. There's a Miss Honey. That's her 4th grade or 3rd grade or 5th grade teacher or whatever. Miss Honey's adorable. I think we've all had a crush on Miss Honey at one point or another. She's just cute as hell. Okay, kids?
Miss Honey was made principal of Cruncham Hall, which had to add an upper school because...
But, Miss Honey's her teacher. She's very supportive of Matilda. She's basically the mom that Matilda's never had. The last character of importance to me would be Miss Trunchbull, who's the principal of the school. Miss Trunchbull is the principal of the school. She's very grumpy. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Here at Mac and Cheese Productions, Mac and Cheese and Cats Productions, we get kind of grumpy from time to time. But she brings it to a whole nother level. I mean, it's like a demon is living inside of her. It's very impressive.
You'll chop those off before school tomorrow, or I will come around. But! But! Did you say but? Hammer throw. What? Definitely. I'll give you but!
Good luck! Excellent release!
In fact, for you kids who love Harry Potter, again, I would say there's a lot of similarities. I'd say that, I would almost relate Miss Trunchbull to Voldemort in a lot of ways. They're both evil. They both attack children at school. A lot of similarities between the two of them. So if you like Harry Potter, you'll probably like Matilda. Basically, the plot and the crux of the story. Let's put that up there. Is that Matilda? She's in her preteen age. She's in her preteen days. She's dealing with learning how to read. Boys, liking boys, learning about boys. You know how that is. And also, she's also seems to be dealing with magic. She seems to be dealing with this issue of suddenly having magical powers. Now, I know a lot of you Harry Potter fans might might like this. So, you know, if you like Harry Potter, I think you might like Matilda. A lot of similarities. I don't know where the magic powers come from, but she just starts being magical. Her family, as far as I can tell, doesn't have any magical powers, too. You know, she's not like casting spells. If I was going to relate it to you kids, I'd say it's probably a lot like your other favorite movie, Carrie. I know you guys love Carrie, the movie about the girl who kills a lot of her classmates in high school. She can also lift objects, so Matilda's a lot like Carrie in that respect. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she's going to be headed that direction by the time she reaches high school. It's a lot on your plate, you know, being able to move things with your mind and being magical. If you like Carrie, you might like this movie, kids. I don't know. Maybe you want to put this on after you finish. Go ahead and put the scene where Matilda first uses her powers, okay? I remember, I think it's a moment where she's really stressed out, and she just somehow manages to move an object in frustration, I believe. That might not be it. I don't fucking remember. It's been a while since I watched the movie. As far as I can tell, Matilda's magical powers are very unique. Don't get too excited, kids. Don't let this do the same thing that Harry Potter did to you. When you turn 10, you're probably not going to get the magical powers that Matilda has. Sorry to break it to you. Anywho, let's go ahead and go to the next subject. So, Miss Trunchbull really doesn't like the kids. In fact, she even has a closet. A closet with these sharp nails, you know, on the door. And when the door closes, the kids are in this little closet, and the nails almost like impale them, which is actually fascinating. I always thought to myself when I used to watch this movie when I was, you know, maybe in my 30s, I said to myself, geez, you know, that seems a little dangerous. I don't know how they got that past the school board, but fascinating nonetheless.
Chokey? Yeah, the chokey. It's a tall, narrow hole in a wall behind a door. You have to stand in a drippy pipe with jagged edges, and the walls are broken glass and nails sticking out.
Inside, you festering ball of pus!
She puts kids in there?
I've been in twice. Sometimes she leaves you in there all day.
Definitely would make me not want to misbehave. I don't know about you guys. So, Miss Trunchbull also, it turns out, the teacher, Miss Honey. If I didn't talk much about Miss Honey, there's not much to say, really. She's a sweetheart, you know. She's a great teacher. She encourages her students to read books, and she helps them out with math, and she helps them, you know, she helps them be a little sneaky to not get in trouble with Miss Trunchbull or whatever. But Miss Trunchbull apparently, I believe, is the stepmother of Miss Honey or something like that. Maybe put a little footage in to help the kids.
But the girl's aunt was a mean person who treated the girl very badly.
The Trunchbull.
Yes. And worst of all, when the girl was 5, her father died.
How did her father die?
The police decided he'd killed himself.
Why would he do such a thing?
No one knows.
I believe Miss Honey's father passed away. Very sad, kids. And then her stepmother was Miss Trunchbull. And, you know, her father was a very loving man. And Miss Trunchbull was very cruel, though, and ended up being a terrible mother, and would only feed her broccoli and things like that. So there's a little history, you could say, between these two administrators. Okay, let's talk about some scenes, some fun scenes in the movie. Okay, some fun scenes that I liked from the movie. Spoilers. Spoilers for you, those of you who haven't seen this new release. I'd say one spoiler is that Miss Trunchbull, she's devilish, okay? She'll go into classrooms and, like, with her ruler and stuff, and, like, threaten the kids and stuff, you know, yell at them. Kids get very serious when she walks in, you know. It's like they're you know, afraid they're gonna get murdered, which seems a bit silly.
No, Miss Trunchbull, please don't throw him.
You know, maybe it makes a little more sense. There's a scene where Miss Trunchbull, she finds out that this fat character, this fat kid, he snuck into the kitchen apparently and ate all their chocolate cake. I mean, this motherfucker is pretty fat, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, I'd be surprised if he could eat that much cake. Then she does a pretty interesting thing. I think it's actually a pretty effective disciplinary tool. She has the fat kid go up to the front of the audience, right? The whole auditorium, student body is there. She says, hey, do you want to come up? Come on up. She's kind of pretending to be nice. This is a tactic your parents will use against you sometimes, kids. Don't fall for it. They'll be like, oh, hey, how are you? Let's talk about something in like a nice mood. And then they'll trick you into sitting down with them. And then you'll realize you're in deep shit. She gets the kid to come up and she's like, oh, hey, what do you think about this chocolate cake? And he's like, oh, that looks pretty good. And, then she proceeds to force feed him essentially all the cake. She's like, hey, here you go. You want a slice? Nom nom. And he's like, okay, hey, I like chocolate cake. It actually looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not much of a baker myself, but it looks pretty good.
Here we go. Smells chocolatey, eh? Now, eat it.
Very chocolatey. And he eats the whole thing in front of the student body, and then I think he has to eat a second one.
You must have some more?
No thanks.
But you'll hurt Cook's feelings. Huh? Cookie! She made this cake just for you to have on your very own. Her sweat and blood went into this.
But I've always found that scene very satisfying. I like chocolate cake. Another scene is when Miss Trunchbull goes into the classroom and Matilda's already been messing with her teleportation, right? And I want to say a little lizard gets into Miss Trunchbull's drink or something like that. I believe one of the students puts it into her glass of water.
Understand why small children take so long to grow up. I think they do it deliberately, just to annoy me.
And then, somehow Matilda levitates it or something. I don't know, but it's a fun scene. Okay? I have a bad memory. I apologize, kids. Another really fun scene, probably my favorite scene from the movie. Matilda sneaks into Miss Trunchbull's house to go get some kind of childhood memory keepsake item of Miss Honey's. And then Miss Trunchbull ends up coming home early, and she's got to, like, escape, and there's all this shit in the basement she's got to climb through. I don't know about you guys, but it got me excited when I watched that. Honestly, it makes Matilda seem like a bit of a criminal. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if she gets into organized crime by the time she's in high school. But it's a heartwarming story. Let's just go ahead and do a bit of a conclusion and a summary, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Basically, it's a heartwarming story about a little girl with magical powers who ends up finding a new parent, okay? And ends up, building some nice friendships, defeating the principal, and having a happy ending. It's also got a really catchy song, I'm tempted to play it for a moment, but I don't know if I'll be copyrighted for that, but very catchy theme song, okay? How's it go? I think it's Send Me On My Way by Rusted Root or some shit like that. Very catchy. It gets, honestly, whenever I'm in like a bad mood and I just want to get into my yoga, yes, kids, I do yoga, okay? I'm very flexible, okay? Whenever I wanted to get into the yoga mood and like nature, go play on trees mood, I'll play that song, in the car. Overall, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10 boxes of macaroni and cheese. I find it very rewatchable. And I'd say go pick it up. If it's at your local rental store or Redbox, I'd say pick it up for sure. It's a lot of fun. I'd recommend the movie. I don't even know why I'm talking about this movie, to be honest with you. I just got a little nostalgic earlier. And, I guess it is what it is. All I know, honestly, is Miss Honey is cute as fuck. And you know, I kind of want to go teleport in time and kidnap her. Hopefully that's not too creepy, but, you know, I could build her a library like in Beauty and the Beast. You guys, hey, thanks for watching. I want to do a big thank you to all the viewers. You guys are great. Sometimes you can be douchebags, you know, especially little kids, you know, in your dumb comments, but still, thanks for watching, and to read some books. Go to the library after this, okay? Just kidding. Fuck that shit. No, I'm just kidding. Read a book, you know. Hey, you only live once. Get some books. Get some books, okay? But nothing smells better than a fresh book, right? But you guys have a great day. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see you next time on Mac and Cheese and Cats. If you want to rent the movie from me, borrow it. It'd be $20, okay? $20. It's a new release. You can't find it anywhere, okay? So, bye.